Hello, Scott.
Hi. Sure, so my name's Scott Kingsbury. I've been in the business for close to 3 years come January next year. I'm in J-Hopes and I've got my own team called Evolve. I was born and raised in Melbourne. I grew up in a suburb called Chelsea, lived there pretty much my whole life. I'm an only child raised by a single mum. She would sacrifice a lot. Growing up, I always wanted to make something of myself, and I think that comes down to what I said before about my mum, because seeing her put in so much work to provide for me makes you want to give back. I was always a really confident kid. I was always really confident growing up. I was very ambitious. I went to university and I dropped out. So before ever starting a community collective, I'd started like a small business online. I'd try to do things to be able to become successful, just never had the tools to be able to actually go ahead and do it. I was in an industry where there was no growth, and I knew that that was not what my career path. So one of my friends who worked in sales actually told me that I should get into sales. I'd never even crossed my mind. I had nothing to lose. That was one of the things for me. I really had nothing to lose. I'm like, yeah, for sure. The owner of the company I work for, Joe, was the first person I met in person. My first impression was that I just liked him, and that was one of the reasons I took the job, to be honest. When I saw the culture of the business, when I started in January, that was when it changed for me. There was no sort of turning back from there. Because I saw the people that were involved in the business. I saw the energy and the culture and the drive from everyone to be able to achieve their goals. I finally found a group of people that were like-minded, and it was exciting for me to just be able to step into it and just go for it. And then when you really realize what's on the table and the potential that's in front of you, you'd be silly to turn back at that point. I did have people that were male role models, but no one that I really looked up to and were in a similar age bracket to me, maybe slightly further along, that I ever had to look up to when I was growing up. And then this business, I was able to find some leaders that I could follow in their footsteps to be able to achieve my goals. So what's next in my career right now? I'm a team leader. I'm working towards becoming an executive manager and then ultimately becoming a partner and an owner next year. And now I've found myself in the position where I've got a team and a small business of people that all have their own personal goals and have their own family and friends that want to achieve those things. So I've got to teach them how to do the same thing. Is that all right?
Hey, yes, that was amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much, Scott.